Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zara Bizark here to help the Muslims leave this religion and at the same time helping myself where I see my spirits going low, reading such things as the tafsir of Surah Azab, verse 33, about some Muslims, not only Shias, but Muslims saying that women should be in parda, full, otherwise shaitan looks at her. So the section of people, the section of people have not only misconstrued this verse to the extent that they have made the word Ahl Bayt exclusively applicable to Ali, Fatima and the children, to the exclusion of the wives. So this is against the Shias, the tafsir, Sunni tafsir. So let me just start now from the ayat and show you here. I just wanted to be fast. This is ayat number 33 of Surah Azab. Stay at home and do not flaunt your finery as they used to in the pagan past. Keep up the prayer, give the prescribed alms, and obey God and His Messenger. God wishes to keep uncleanness away from you, people of the Prophet's house, and to purify you thoroughly. Just one Abdul Halim. I hope it's okay. You can read the other translations. So this is from Ala Maududi. The word karna in the original is karar. Live peacefully, sit with dignity. So he explains, you can read this on myislam.org, the tafsir. Just Google search tafsir of Surah Azab, verse 33. The women must remain veiled and concealed when she comes out of her house. Satan stares at her, and she is closer to Allah's mercy when she is inside her house. See Surah Nur, ayat 31, note 49. So this is the plight of the women in Islam, that they have to remain in their houses. Some of them say, they would say it's our opinion or something. No, you cannot use opinions. You have to use examples and from the hadith of Prophet Muhammad. So in the presence of such clear express command of the Quran, it is not at all permissible that the Muslim women, so it is a command of the Quran. And this is not only of wives, but all Muslims, women, all Muslim women are included in this. That the Muslim women should seek membership of the councils and parliaments. It is not at all permissible that the Muslim women should seek membership of the councils and parliaments. This is what this Islam wants you women to do, and then the men have an upper hand on you. That they should run after, it is not permissible that they should run after social activities outside the house, that they should work side by side with men in the government offices, should get education along with boys in the colleges, serve as nurses in the male wards of hospitals, should be employed as hostesses in the airplanes and rail cars, and should be sent abroad for education and training. It is not permissible. The greatest argument that is given in support of the permissibility of the woman's outdoor activities is that Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, had taken part in the battle of the Jamal, let's put here, okay? But the people who present this argument perhaps do not know what was Aisha's own opinion in this regard. Abdullah bin Ahmad bin Hanbal has related in his Zawa'id al-Zuhud, and Ibn Manzar, Ibn Abi Shayba, and Ibn Sa'ad in their own books the tradition from saying that when Aisha during her recitation of the Quran would reach this verse, وَقَرْنَ فِي بَيُوتِكُنَّ, she would start crying involuntarily, so much so that her head wrapper would become wet. For this reminded her of the error that she had committed in the Battle of Jamal. Now 49 point. In this verse have been used, which must be understood for the proper understanding of mention. They are tabarruj and jahaliyat al-ulah. The word tabarruj, so this, women have to stay in, for some Muslims, in the houses, not participate anywhere unless they are segregated, not with men. So if like the Arabian countries say that this is our culture to have the abaya and the chalet, no, it is religion. It is a command from the religion. Muqatil said that it means women's displaying of her necklaces, earrings, and Al-Burad said, I'll just skip this word now, that a woman should reveal her adornments which she should conceal. There are many different interpretations. Some women say, some Muslims say no, they can go out and all this, and khamar doesn't mean the scarf, and this doesn't mean, this only means the Prophet's wives and children, daughter and all this, I don't know. So there are various views on this in the different schools, Islamic schools of thought. Another thing is that they have different views on this. Who is included in the, are the wives included, or the Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, right, household. So you can read this. I'm not going to read the whole thing out. There's a difference of opinion between the Sunni school of thought and the Shia school of thought. The Shia school of thought says that only Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein are included in this part of the ayat. This part. Now Allah goes diverting to, first he mentions the women of the Prophet, right? And women of the Prophet, and then he goes to Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. Now, I want to correct the Shias here that even if you say it's Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, I checked a long time ago, okay, the grammar and everything turns, and there's male plural and women singular, female singular, way written Arabic. You see, when it says that Allah intends to purify you with thorough purification, where is it? Allah wishes. You see, there's a wish. So you can't say that Ahlul Bayt, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein were from long time ago, prenatal state, where they were in that Noor state, that they were purified as Noor, since it comes to saying that Allah intends only to remove from you, meaning now that you are on earth, right? Have you ever considered this? Allah intends. Allah, and if you say, what are you going to say? You see, this, if I have not understood this ayat properly, then we are told, if you say something like, no, this they were purified from the very beginning in the soul, spirit state, or nur, light state, right? Before they came on earth, born on earth. Then why does Allah say that Allah intends only to remove from you the impurity of sin? Impurities, rits, O people of the household, and to purify you with thorough purification. Intends, meaning here, and remove from you. So would you start from, O people of the household, and to purify you? Now, even if you start here, with the extensive purification, it is on earth. How can you say there were light beings before? And if that is so, then Allah would have said, not put it this way, that Allah intends to extensively purify you, O people of the household, right? So this, Bapu has come. Good morning, a very good morning to you, Bapu brother. So this, you see, thank you for being here. I'm much honored that you are here. Now, this about the Shias, correcting the Shias, because if you say I don't understand, then there's a ayat which says, and now you see, even if someone is not an Arab, although from my father's side I am, but I didn't learn Arabic, how many generations we cause to perish? Where is it? Oh, it's up. So have we made the Quran easy in thine own tongue, that with it thou mayst give glad tidings to the righteous, and warnings to people given to contention. So what happens here is, now our parents, and Islam says a child has to learn Arabic, Quran Arabic. Right? If they don't, it's a sin. So this is, however, halaki, saying in Urdu, however, like there are people who are not, their tongue is not Arabic, right? So then they have to learn. It becomes compulsory, mandatory on them to learn Arabic. Let's say, put it this way, if they are Muslims, from a very young age. So you see, this is unfair, isn't it? Because it's not. However, the Quran says that we have made it easy in your tongue, meaning in your mother tongue, Arabic language, i.e., Arabic language. Now, this Arabic language, Muslims are from Indonesia, Malaysia, Pakistan, Urdu speaking, all other languages. The mother tongue is not Arabic, let's say. Let's put it this way. So it hasn't been made easy for them. It's very difficult to learn Arabic, actually. Some people may be good at it, some people are not. Depends. Case by case. So is this fair? Another thing is, now I go back to the Abraham verse here. Right. So I came to this from my previous live streams, like no partners with God. What is worship? What does worship include? Consist of worshipping Allah alone, like, because methods are given here. I'm going near to Allah. I intend to go near to Allah. Niyat karte hain. So there are methods to reach Allah, or even, I can't just go on the roof and start speaking to Him, having communion with God. This is un-Islamic. They'll say, come down. Fajr time, start praying. Don't go on the roof having a communion with God. So there are ways in which one has to, methods used here to worship Allah. So, but one God, do not call on any other. This was very confusing for me. Like if someone's intention is that they want to reach God and they are living for God alone, but here they have, let's say, idols or something else, another way, method of worshipping a God. Why can't they use that? Another thing is this Islam, in the name of Allah, you want people to respect your Prophet and all this, and not say anything, not even criticize the Quran ayats, or critically appreciate, or go through what critical analysis we can't do publicly. We can't say anything in the name of Allah. In the name of this religion, Shia Sunnis are at loggerheads, conflict. And Sunnis, some of the Sunnis, they really hate Shia Islam and thus hating Shias. Now, could this come from Allah? Another thing is, this ayat, Ahle Kitab, that I showed you, right, before in my previous live streams, look at this. O you who brought the book, believe in what we have been sending down, sincerely verifying what is with you before, even if it is with them. Like before we obliterate faces. And do you know what this Muslim brother said, Salahuddin? That it is good for the hereafter. As if God has shown you heaven here. Yes, if you come to my father's country, you will see heaven. Dubai, Abu Dhabi and all, Sharjah. Like very peaceful place. Right? But please, other Muslims have not shown us heaven. And even here, there was a apostasy. I have been afraid. So I don't know for sure. Anytime, they could come after me. The police, all that. I'm not sure. Or they will kindly try to bring me back to this religion because of, they think it is, or you see, it can't be because of reason. It can't be because of this is the true religion, because I've done everything. I've shown reason, backed up with the sources from the Quran, fountainhead, the main source, the main book. And where it's absolutely necessary, like it was in Surah Azab verses. So I don't know what they're hatching now. Salahuddin has disappeared after having asked me, rethinking, when did you rethink Islam? So I don't know what's happening, Anyways, he could come back saying that Surah Azab, why are you, I don't know, because I've had such a betrayal. Thank you for the heart. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Babu brother, thank you for the heart here. So you see, it would only be out of some emotional thing, or security, or some egoic thing. Because you see, even after I said all this, my mind was like, then no partners, but then what was my mind saying? So I was like, oh my God, look at my mind is going wild on this. Like, then what? So if you're looking for an answer, then what? After the no partners, then what? What shall we follow? I would say my suggestion would be that you first look at your mind. It's in a mess. The mind, it goes wild. Once, then, always then what? And I could get into trouble because your mind, Muslim mind, starts working like this. So, you see, then what? I don't know, then what? But I'm taking it step by step, and I've taken it so far as to show you that reasonable man would not accept this religion. Except that Satan has got his mind fixed on this, indoctrinated, or a foreigner becomes a Muslim for some reason that Satan has, I feel, is, I don't feel this is a true religion. I don't see it as a true religion anymore. Right? So you see, the mind gives such a problem that you can even do mischief here, come here and try to, the things that people do, tactics you use. Even Ibrahim lied. I will show you that verse too. So here we have a verse which says, this is Surah Nisa at 47, right? This is about defacing faces. No. What is good for your hereafter doesn't mean that you use violence here. Please get this out of your mind now, Muslims. These are not mujrimeen. These are not criminals in other way, like they've harmed some person. These are not mujrimeen in the real, like what do you call it? Like in the other sense. Humanitarian or social, what sense? Other than Islamic sense. These are not mujrimeen, that you curse them and you, the Sabbath breakers, curse them as we curse the Sabbath breakers. So these did not, they just didn't believe in what Prophet Muhammad what has been given to Prophet Muhammad, the book and all, revelation. Didn't come in a book form though, but later on it was made. So these are not mujrimeen, so please. I mean, are you telling me like what Salahuddin said? I couldn't answer him. I was so shocked. I must be screaming and shouting. So I get very mad at this, but I'm not feeling well and all that also. Oh. And now I'm very tired, but I said I have to come here because I'm in the flow. I've searched out. It's very like a sinking feeling I get. My soul's gone down low. You see, you've got to get your mind out. I mean, then on one hand you're saying that violence, Salahuddin himself was saying, no, he doesn't believe in using violence against people or forcing them to become. Then, he changed on me on this ayat. When I stumbled upon this ayat, where's Salahuddin? He's not here. He said, oh, it's better for the hereafter for them. That's why God has put this. You mean to say that those who are following Prophet Muhammad's pattern, even now killing people, in the name of Allah? And yet, but Surah Tawbah doesn't start in the name of Allah, anyways. But in the name of Islam. Because you Muslims kill people, kill polytheists. That Rahman and Rahim is no more for you. In Surah Tawbah, have you realized that? In this way, have you ever looked at it this way, the way I'm telling you? So, and thought. Okay, you can use thought, but thought can be a culprit. Thought can do many mischievous things, contradict itself. One time, I didn't understand what Salahuddin was saying really. One time he told me that no, there's no force in Islam. One should not convert people forcefully, violently, using violence and things like that. Here it's very, very clear. Obliterating faces physically. It's not metaphorical. Then he says this is good for their hereafter. Salahuddin, Muslim brother, keeps coming here. Can you believe this? Can you beat it? So he doesn't know he's contradicting himself. When first he came to my live stream, after, he's like, no, I don't believe in, no, Islam does not have violence, conversions, and compulsion, and things like that. No, Surah Hasharayat, I was on Surah Hasharayat, so he came. So then he was like, no, this is not this, and or maybe just before Surah Hasharayat when he had come on my live stream. He started. And so the thing is that before we obliterate faces, you're saying yes to violence because the hereafter. So don't say no to violence because this is violent way. This is a very violent way. Of converting people to Islam. I mean, even if I was a Shia and I felt Islam was true, I wouldn't, this is not my prophet. I would leave it there and then. Look at it. Look at this ayat again. It's better for the hereafter, meaning, again, you are saying, on one hand, you said Islam doesn't convert, doesn't compel, doesn't, use violence to bring people to Islam, convert people to Islam, right? Embrace Islam and become Muslims. Sorry, my English is a little bad today. Again. So it could be worse because I'm not feeling well, but I said I'm going to come here and struggle. Doesn't matter. Even if I, use broken English, not so well, it's okay. You see this? This is violence. This is violence. Conversion. Threats given. Before we obliterate faces, it's telling the people of the scriptures. Would you agree to this? And then cry for Imam Hussein, Shias. Now specifically to the Shias, calling out. Please have a look at this, brothers and sisters. Mothers, fathers. Okay? No matter, even if on one hand, Salahuddin, and what are you going to tell me? This is violence. Now, we go to Surah Anbiya, because you see, it's not clear. Call on no other. Okay, that is very clear that you're not supposed to call on anyone other than Allah. But some things are implied, and my tilt is towards the Shias, right? But not when it comes to academically this text. My sympathies for the Shias are there. Those who have been oppressed and discriminated against by the fellow Muslims, the brother Muslims and all sisters. That is there. But you see, not when it comes to this academically, looking at the text of the Quran, ayats. However, how they say we can call on Ali, I will have a look at that, right? Right now, I was thinking of, how can I catch this Allah here? He says no partners, no calling on him, but he still has partner with him. In Surah Takwir we are told, and if there were many gods, then they would have overcome each other trying to fight each other. So that I explained in my some live stream some time ago. So before the previous one, and freedom is also not there in Islam. You're a disbeliever or you are a believer. If there's no freedom, total freedom in Islam, you have to believe in Allah and the last day, and be a Muslim and obey Allah otherwise you're the worst of creatures. Surah Baina ayats. And you're the best of creature if you are a Muslim mu'min. Now we have here, look at this ayat now I've come to. They said, art thou the one that did this with our gods, O Abraham? Now he smashed the gods, okay? They said, then bring, wait a minute. This is in Surah Anbiya. I'll start from ayat 60. They said, we heard a young man mention them who is called Abraham. No, wait a minute. Who has done this to our gods? So I'm just going through the English translation. He said, nay, your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. And I swear by Allah, I will surely plan against your idols after you have turned and gone away. And then 58 ayats, so he made them into fragments, except a large one among them, that they might return to it and question it, meaning. 59, they said, who has done this to our gods? Indeed, he is of the wrongdoers, right? Zalim, they called him. They said, we heard a young man mention them who is called Abraham. Some of them said, we heard a youth called Abraham speak ill of them, of the gods. 61, they said, then bring him. You see, now they know. Who are they? They are not the people of Abraham. Here they found out who it is. But you know what Abraham says here? They will never know. I'm going to tell the big God, biggest, greatest God, idol worshipper, the great one, to tell them. Now they have already found out it was Abraham. Do you see in the ayats? They said, then come up with him before the eyes of the multitude that possibly they would testify. 62, they said, have you done this to our gods? But even then they're asking Abraham. They said, have you done this to our gods, O Abraham? 63, he said, rather this, the largest of them did it. So ask them if they should be able to speak, right? Now, already someone has told them that we heard Abraham speak ill, and the uncle Azar, or father of Abraham, although the Shia say he was not the father of Abraham. Abraham could not have a father who was a polytheist. Okay. However, the Quran ayat does say uncle, or no, it does say father, or father. So the Shia say that, he has called his uncle father. But what? They found out it's Abraham. Now they asked him. And Abraham was very cheeky to say, trick, he was really not a true person. They said, have you done this to our gods, O Abraham? He said, rather this, the largest of them did it. So ask them. And now he's lying. What did he say? He said the largest of them did it. But what you could be thinking is that the largest of them didn't stop Abraham from smashing the other idols. Don't think like that for now. For now, we need You see, even Muslims, when they go challenged, when their Islam is challenged, what do? They don't give a direct answer. They answer like Abraham, because that is their technique. They use this tactic of Abraham. And why would you want to be so dishonest like Abraham? Has God shown you heaven and His glories, His power? Even after God showed Abraham His glory, heaven, and all, Abraham had to go questioning the stars and this and that. And how do you know that your mind didn't show you the heaven? Because there are protruded breasts and all in heaven. You'll get huris, right? Spouses, pure spouses. But what is this of protruded what? Protruded what? Then he said rather this, the largest of them did it. Don't be cheeky like Abraham here with me. Did it. So ask them. You see, because Abraham did this, you have the audacity. You can come here and be answer like Abraham. Clever, cunning. Wait. A very straightforward question. Did you do it, Abraham? And Abraham lied. But surely his father knows, Uncle Azar, that he didn't like, he's already told his father maybe, right? So they guessed right that it is Abraham who must have smashed the idols. So in the name of one God, you want to smash the idols? Smash the idols. In the name of Allah, Islam, you want to harm people, punish them, punish them. Right? This is your thing, not mine. Now he says, if they can speak. Abraham very well knows that these are idols, they may not speak. Something, a miracle may happen, sometimes a voice may come out. Like from Hajar al-Aswad, Shias, from the Shia side, tafsir. Hajar al-Aswad gave witness to one Imam. There was Imam Ali's son, Muhammad al-Hanafiya. So when Imam Sajjad, I think, came back from being a captive and all this, I think, then they had a talk there in Makkah. They had a debate about who would be the next Imam. And Hajar al-Aswad said, Imam Zain al-Abidin spoke. Now, here, these miracles can happen in the idols, through the idols, if God gives them the power. This is the biggest one. Ask them if they can speak intelligently. Ibrahim becomes dishonest and cheeky, a trickster. Because you see, if I want God to tell me, God doesn't speak. What does Imam Ali say? He only spoke to Moses, but that wasn't, I don't know what, I've looked through that. I couldn't understand what is this. It says speech, right? In the Quran ayat, it says God spoke to Moses, called out to him. Now, calling out to him, speaking to him, that's why we say, but we say Musa Kalim Allah, like Musa used to speak to God. But does that mean that Kalim Allah means that Allah spoke to him? If Allah spoke to Moses, then his speech would be like he would have to use a voice. And he would be limited, and then you'd put him in the limited thing. and that would be shirk. So Allah is not limited, and all this goes on. So, but Allah cannot speak either. So don't test. It's unfair. It's very unfair for Ibrahim to have tested these idols and left the great idol, biggest one, and not broken him, smashed him. It's very unfair, because even Abraham, where does Allah speak? He spoke only to Moses, and only to you he showed you his glory of the heaven, his power. So they returned to blaming themselves and oh, please, who are you kidding? They returned blaming themselves. Even Allah cannot speak. That one God that you're given so much, you take so much pride in. He has no partner, call upon him only. Then they reverse themselves, saying, then they reversed, they realized that. Even I realized, that's why I reversed myself. You have already known that these do not speak. And does your Allah speak? If your Allah speaks, today, tell me who did wrong to me. Why do we have to search out someone, a judge, a Muslim judge? Case takes place, Sharia court. We need someone like David, Hazrat Dawood, right? Judge. Or Prophet Muhammad, or the Imams. And of course the idols are there, but they must have had some guru or some leader who had insight into this, who had some spiritual knowledge about this. Because they did say that we suspect Abraham. It was them, the polytheists, idol worshippers. Guessed it right. Right? The ayats themselves, I'm not reading tafsirs. Look, you have been so deceived. Your intellect, like, okay, the Shias, it's Imam Ali, intellect, all that. But please, see, it's not even, it's laughable. So they returned to them, then they reversed themselves. They knew that it's because Allah cannot speak. Should I test the Muslims like this? Before, if I just, throw this Quran down, like, Muslims are going to come, burn me, God knows what do to me. Right? Blasphemy against Islam. But it's okay for you to do this, because you believe that there's only one God and only worship one, otherwise shirk unforgivable. And for this, you can harm people. You can kill people and say it's good for the hereafter, it's good for the society. It's good for the individual. And they said burn him and support. Okay, so Nimrud. So we said, fire. So this is not important. We said fire be cool, and it's fire became cool for Abraham. But what is important is, do you then worship besides Allah things that can neither do any good? This part I've explained now. And what else is there? Now there's another thing that I wanted to show you about Abraham being shown something. Surya Nam. And when he saw, here it is. Now you see the mind. Has anyone sat with you people? So, because I read, thank God I read Jiddu Krishnamurti. I had many questions. I was confused even in my religion, like reading the Quran, people might look at me saying that she's very keen about Imam Hussein. Who isn't? Maybe not all Shias, but I was a little passionate and all. But you see, the thing is that there were still questions in my mind. Like I wanted to get to the root. Sometimes I want to touch God, feel God. Who is he? Who is he? And I had problems. I didn't tell anyone this. That was a phase in my life when I started to read du'as, my supplication du'as. I couldn't bear witness. I was like afraid. But then there came a desperate time when I had to read the Quran, the dua. So I would have to bear witness to God. So you see, so also did we show Abraham the power and the laws of the heavens and the earth, that he might with understanding have certitude. So why wasn't this shown to the rest of the people, like Azar? Would you say because he was worshipping idols and Allah doesn't come near, Allah doesn't show anything to those worshipping idols? Lo, Abraham said to his father Azar, takest thou idols for gods? For I see thee and thy people in manifest error. This is Surah Anam, ayat 74, I just read out. It is he who created the heavens, behold, it is his word is the truth, his will be the dominion of the day. He's the creator. Now what does Abraham say? He says certain, right? The ones constant, those who have certitude. I like, not those that set. So some people say that Abraham's, where's the translation? Abraham said, I bear witness. Surely I see you and your people in evident error. Wait a minute, where's that ayat? So, nowadays the witness thing, Muji Baba and all. So there are some people translating ayats with so I bear witness. Where is it? Maybe, I don't know. He's the no. I'm not sure. But like Muji Baba, I'm telling the Muslims, on their account, no responsibility falls on the righteous. Maybe here. Sorry, excuse me. I have to go to Surah Anbiya again and go up a little bit. No, I think Ibrahim does. They said, art thou, O Ibrahim? He's bearing witness. He says, I am the witness or something. Turn your backs. Yeah, yes. Here. Sorry. He who created them from nothing. And I am a witness to this. He said, nay, your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. So sorry, nowadays no, but it is, I was wrong. 56 ayat of Surah Anbiya says, Ibrahim said, no, rather your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, who created them. So he's the creator there. And I to that am of those who testify. Shahid. Witness. No, it's true. A witness, yeah?
الشاهدين.
A shahideen. They said, have you brought us the truth, or are you one of those who jest? He said, indeed you have been in manifest error, you and your fathers, worshipping idols, right? I'm going up a little, sorry. They said we found our fathers worshipping them. Worshipping them. Okay. Now you see this thing of worshipping, Is it worshipping them? Again, it's, you see, this is the problem here. Worshipping them. Abedin. Yeah, so it's worship. Behold, he said to his father and his people, what are these images to which you are so assiduously devoted? What are they? Right? But you see, I can show you the Kaaba. We bestowed aforetime on Abraham his rectitude of. You need Qibla. You need a Qibla, right? That's why Prophet Muhammad used to look up. Ayat is there. And then he was turned to a Qibla, a direction. And now that house that Ismail made with Abraham, they say, right? You don't worship, you see, we don't worship the house. It's a sacred house. You have to bow towards that direction. But your niyat, your intention is, but there are methods. So instead of, you see, I want to get, what I want to get at is, this is wrong. The way Allah put it here against the polytheists, that you worship these idols. But actually, what is the reason that they worship these idols, right? To get Surah Zumar ayat. Even the Quran will tell you. Not only the idols, but some people, were there some chiefs, some, and you have, it's like, it's implied, you have to worship, obey Allah and the Messenger. Many times it is said in the Quran ayat. It consists of worship. Obedience is a form of worship. Surah Fat ayat 9. Glorify Him morning and evening. It's not Allah. It's Prophet Muhammad's. Prophet Muhammad. Now where do we go, Surah? What was I going? So I keep forgetting. Yeah, I've reached quite. I keep forgetting. So you see, now. So I'll just stick to. What is worship? What is worship? So Surah Zumar ayat. Surah Zumar ayat. I was going to write. Let's check it again and again. You see, to say that they worship idols and they're false and the forefathers used to do it, but it's a symbol. It represents their God or their gods or their demigods, you can say also. And this is the method of worshipping God. And you're going to kill them, and you're going to say they are the worst of creatures. I mean, the Quran ayat. You know what I mean? Unquestionably, for Allah is the pure religion. Then you have, Surah Takwir. How can I? So I can't afford to forget or, things. Surah Takwir ayat, that someone possesses our power with him. Don't let Satan make you forget. Unquestionably, for Allah is pure religion. Okay? But you, not only the Kaaba, there's a direction of prayer. It's called now Allah's house, right? Or do you call it Masjid al-Haram? No, we used to call it is the house of Allah. All your prayers, your sujood, you cannot do prostration east or south or anywhere but west in the direction of the Qibla. Right? It's a big thing. Unquestionably, for Allah is the pure religion, and those who take protectors besides Him say, we only worship them that they may bring us nearer to Allah in position. So, what is wrong with this? Could not Allah in His mercy forgive them? At least see that their intention, that they are not mujrim in that sense, in the sense that they are not harming people, killing them. Indeed, Allah will judge between them concerning that over which they differ. Indeed, Allah does not guide he who is a liar and confirmed disbeliever. Now, He has made them a liar. Now, whether you hold the ear, let's say your left ear with your left hand or your right hand. I mean, it could be a little, difficult with your right hand holding your left ear, but it is the same. I don't think they meant to be liars or disbelievers. For goodness sake. I don't think they purposely, deliberately want to be liars. Lying to each other. My father lied to me, my forefather, my great grandfather lied to me about idol worshipping. The whole of India, lots of population, Hindus. You know how much India is full of, it's got a very big population, right? It's got population density, billions of people. Worshipping idols. Save yourselves. Do you think they are lying to themselves? Do you think they are liars? Or they are disbelievers? Because they worship. Because they worship. Or would you say, oh the Allah ki Rahman, Allah Almighty can't be like this. I'll give you Surah Takwir ayat. There is another messenger possessor of power. With the Lord of the throne secure. With the Lord of the throne secure. Who is fooling you? You see, if you're going to say to me that Indians are liars, Hindus, ek bhi sach nahi hai, and we are the truthful people, no. Even if, who can say, which Muslim can say that I'm truthful, but the Hindus are liars? They're cheaters. There's this Chor Bazaar there. They, in the name of God, they do everything and anything. Someone had come here and told me, in the name of God, but they don't harm people. I hope not. Yeah, there are some nowadays, we heard on the YouTube. Okay, but it's not in their religion, right? They can tell their son, but they can't go after Muslims. They might not allow you in certain temples. There's temples. Still, I don't think in their religion it is this, that you deface faces, this is the way you convert people and you harm people. I don't think it's so so that you have to, that if someone says is Shiva an alien, like Kangana asked Sadhguru, or was Muhammad the true? Like if before, so, and this is a responsibility on the passport I have, right? So I have to be careful. And because, then the responsibility will come on those leaders, Muslim leaders. So, I have to be careful because you're supposed to execute me. And then it says son. It says if Allah had intended to take a son, He could have chosen from what He creates, whatever He willed. Of course. Why not? See, the answer is in it. He could have, but yes, He's able to do everything. If Allah had intended, then yes, for sure. But He didn't intend it. But this is not the way to put it. You would say that, okay, in another ayat that would say that it is a monstrous thing. Which ayat? Allah doesn't have a son, it's against nature. It's a monstrous thing that Allah should have a son. But here, can you look at this ayat? Oh no, wait a minute. Look at this. If Allah had intended to take a son, He could have chosen from what He creates. But why does... But then in another ayat it says, Allah, it's a monstrous thing. Allah would not intend. Here it says if Allah had intended. So another problem, well, that I need to look at, which I didn't. Long time ago I did this. I uploaded a video on this, ayats, but I haven't looked at it. You see, this is, you can't put one ayat there and one ayat there. Please put the ayats properly so we can see one after another and complete the one thing. One thing completed. He created the heavens and the earth in truth. He wraps the night, and so He has created heavens and the earth in truth. If Allah had intended to have a son, He could have. But then in another ayat, we say it's a monstrous thing. Maybe in Surah Maryam, I'm not sure, or Al Imran. Is it not to Allah that sincere devotion is due? But those who take for protectors other than Allah say we only... But what do? Do they want money out of them? Do they want worldly things out of them? मुझे help करेंगे. They were going to give me some, sifarish, wasta. I know these great people. They're going to give me, I know, I'm very resourceful. Okay, I know these resourceful people, and oh yes, you know what you say in English. No. My goodness. It's not for land, Yazid, the Shias. It's not that Shimar or Ibn Saad or this or that wanted this land, wanted to become the minister and this and that. No. Here, we only serve them in order that they may bring us nearer to Allah. But Allah guides not such as are... Truly, Allah will judge between them wherein they differ. But Allah guides not such as are false and ungrateful. They said it. So realize what this ayat is saying and look at this verse. We only serve them in order that they may bring us nearer to Allah. Not because they are resourceful and we want some land from them, or we want money from them, or we want to, they are powerful people. They will aid us. But who wanted power? Power with Allah. Prophet Muhammad. Another point has come up. Let me tell you this takwir, and then a Surah Fat ayat also. Right? Who wants power? This messenger. Now, it's put in such a way that Jibrail's name is not put. So now you remain in a, like one person on Facebook was after me. I said, Baba, I'm not the one saying that it's Jibrail. What are you telling me? It's the Quran ayat saying, and they put brackets. So, no, this is not Jibrail. What are you saying? I said, my God, I couldn't show him like this, but I could screenshot this. And he's still arguing with me on Facebook. I don't know what, I couldn't see his comments because there's this problem on Facebook. Some comments were hidden. There were so many comments there of his and mine. I'm like, what are you saying? No, there's no. Jibrail is not called the messenger. What are you saying? He was telling me. A noble messenger, i.e. Gabriel, Sai International. And it says i.e. Gabriel in brackets. Then we have another ayah 20. Again and again, Muslims don't be like Abraham, dishonest and liars. Those that run their course in this, oh, sorry. So 20. Who is possessed of power with the owner of the throne secure in position? Can you tell me who this is? Because if you look at the tafsirs, Surah Najm Ayat 45 deals with the same theme. Thus it is but a revelation which is sent down to him, one mighty in power has taught him. As to what is implied by the mighty powers of the angel Gabriel is ambiguous itself. It says here, unclear as to what is implied. Sunni footnote, thank you. It is implied, It's not made clear. But anyways, they all say it's Angel Gabriel. Right. But I would say that Prophet Muhammad wanted this power. He was greedy for this power, not this worldly power, the satanic power, Allah's power that he couldn't get. But he got it. As to what is implied by the mighty powers of the angel Gabriel is ambiguous. In any case, it at least shows that he is distinguished even among the angels because of his extraordinary powers. In Muslim Kitab al-Iman, Aisha has reported the prophets saying to the effect, I have twice seen Gabriel in his real shape and form. His glorious being was encompassing the whole space between the earth and the heavens. His glorious being, other than Allah, partner with Allah. So he's seen Gabriel. No one else has seen it. The companions were like, are you did you see that? We haven't seen it. Why not show it? Why not give that eyesight like Krishna gave to Arjun? Krishna showed Arjun, right? Prophet Muhammad can't show his companions. Surah Najm ayats. Will you dispute with him? Allah is telling them what he saw, what he's seen. According to the tradition reported from Abdullah bin Masud in Bukhari, Muslim, Tirmidhi, and Musnad Ahmad, the Prophet had seen Gabriel with his 600 wings. From this, one can have an idea of his mighty powers. No shirk, no partner. You people, Muslim women, are going where? To heaven. Jannah. Obeyed in authority there and trustworthy. With authority there, faithful to his trust. However, but with authority or obeyed, is this not? And you people are not worshipping Gabriel. Direct worship good. Prophet Muhammad didn't see God. He had to see Gabriel. जिब्राइल को देखना पड़ गया, सिदरतुल मुंतहा को देखना पड़ गया, अल्लाह को तो देखा ही नहीं, लेकिन किसको देखा? इसको देखा, इसको देखा, गैब्रियल। और क्या गैब्रियल को देखा तो सूरह नजम में ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसा हमें बताया था कि अल्लाह के पास करीब इतना गया है, गैब्रियल के करीब गया। और फिर पता नहीं वो शिया क्या बोलते हैं, और फिर सूफीज़ और ये और सुन्नी पता नहीं क्या बोलते हैं, तजुदुल औला बे कमाल ही और बलागुल औला बे कमाल। साबरी ब्रदर्स की आपने कवाली सुनी है कि खुदा पाक भी ना सह सका, महराज हो रहा है, महराज, महराज is happening. Rasulullah. Shall I show you Surah Najm ayat? It does not say he went near God, 2 bows or nearer. God doesn't even know for sure. Exact planet. But Einstein is better than this God, I tell you. Right? But is this Prophet Muhammad, did he reach 2 bows nearer to Jibreel or to Allah? And the Sidrat al-Muntaha, the tree shrouded with the mystery and all. Oh God, and what else have I missed? He didn't see Allah. Did he go near? Oh, I mean seeing, sorry, excuse me, what am I saying? Did he go near Allah? And where would he go near Allah? Does Allah have a place? Does Allah have a place that he should go near Allah? Then it would be like Vishnu on the ocean. What did Imam Ali say in Najul Balagh? So where is he going near Allah? Where is Allah seated? On the throne? So there's a throne of Allah. So there's a Vishnu's Shisha, what do you call it? Shisha. He's resting on the water, ocean. Great ocean. I'm not making fun. Do not let your intellects be defeated. Closer, closer, as 2 bows. How close? Please tell us. Mathematically. But you would say this is not mathematics. Come on, please don't. We want, from Allah we want maths. We want to give it to the scientists as evidence. 2 bows lengths, or even nearer. What is this? Surah Najm ayat 9. In Surah Najm ayat 9. Or even nearer. To whom? Let us see. Surah 53, ayat 9. Islamic studies is coming first. I go to Quran.com, but Google has not got it as yet. And was because of this, you see, Fakana, a distance at 2 bow lengths of 2 bow lengths, or nearer, conjecture. You know why? Allah says don't follow conjectures, assumptions and all this. So please, you at least be precise. You don't know how near? 2 bows length or nearer? Is it the same thing? No. Here, this English means that either he was 2 bow lengths close at a distance, or even nearer than the 2 bow lengths. Right? Or nearer. When you say or nearer, it doesn't mean the same as 2 bow lengths distance. It then means or nearer. Now, conjecture, even closer still. So he was at 2 bows distance, or even closer still. You're giving us, and who? You're giving us a tentative answer, right? Not a precise answer. This is getting close to. This is after appearing on the uppermost edge of the sky. As if God is in. Again, Gabriel started advancing towards the prophet till he reached and hung suspended about him in mid-air. Then he bent down to him and came within just. It was Gabriel. And then what Shias are saying? That you get close to God. Now I have to go to multilingual Quran for the Shias. But you see, he didn't get close to Allah. Then he bent down to him and came within just 2 bow lengths or even closer. So Isra, Acha Mehraj, he was taken from one masjid to another masjid, right? And from there he had the Mehraj. Since all bows are equal in length, the approximate distance has been expressed by 2 bow lengths away or even closer. Oh, so he got close. So this Najm doesn't say about his Mehraj. I mean, a Mehraj getting close to God. So Surah Isra. Did Prophet Muhammad go close to Allah? Mehraj. Where is the Mehraj ayat? Then Allah said it is expected for you to report your. What's this? Did I put 8? Oh. Isra. Bani Israel. Surah. Ah. Let me see. Sorry, I'm moving my mobile. If there's a sound, I'm sorry. Exalted is he who took his servant by night from Al Masjid al Haram to Al Masjid al Aqsa, whose surroundings we have blessed, to show him of our signs. Indeed, he is the hearing, the seeing. And we gave Moses the scripture. We gave Moses the book and made it a source of guidance. Please, can you? So it goes to Moses. You see what? Now I see I see even more in this. It's terrible. So, I Meraj ayat. Shabe Mehraj. Some people have misunderstood the reality of the Mehraj of Sayyidina Rasulullah. Sayyidina, due to the lack of knowledge and research. See, now we have all these. Okay, now some of the people are Muslims. Some Muslims have, shouldn't it be, please don't say people, don't put them down. Some people have misunderstood the reality of Mi'raj. This ignorance in this field caused more confusion in their hearts because they failed to understand the unique relation between Allah and His beloved Habib. How true is the comment of Sayyid al-Maqashifin Sheikh Akbar Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, okay, who said that Mi'raj is a secret in a secret. You know who Ibn Arabi is. Shias don't take him as their. Oh, goodness. Due to the lack of knowledge, some wrongfully say that Sayyidina Rasulullah did not see Allah with his naked eye and also did not proceed to the divine Arsh on the night of Mi'raj. They say that both these things are impossible for any human being to achieve. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just saying he saw Allah with his naked eyes and he could get close to Allah, or he got close to the Arsh of Allah. Because Allah doesn't have a place. If you want to do witnessing, you go to Moji Baba and you see, you witness. Where isn't Shiva? Tell me. Wherever you turn your face is the face of Allah. Where isn't Allah? So they see so much confusion. Sorry to see this. Hodis, he carried his bondman by night from the sacred mosque to Aqsa mosque, around which we have. It doesn't say he went close to Allah. Now we have Tibri, but you know all these other Muslims, scholars, Sufis, Shia. Oh, let's see what the Shia. So I'll have to go to multilingual. I'll save that for some other day or some other live stream. Okay? So please don't do this to yourselves and others. Let the people have a open mind, search for the truth, because even Ibrahim, Allah had to show him. Right? Where am I? Creator, please. Now you understand creator, not enough. Because I'm not a philosopher to take you professionally, but as a lay person, I'll tell you that even with the creator, you can't see the creator. No one can get close. No one is the creator. Only the creator is the creator, right? So you can only go to the signs of the creator. So if you see a tree, you say, yes, creator must be there. That's as far as you can, maybe, but not like Imam Ali, who said, when someone asked him, or Abul Hassan or something like this, addressing him like that, how do you worship Allah when you can't see him? Imam Ali said, it's not that I don't see him, I see him through the heart. So it's only the heart that can see Allah, right? Heart can see Allah. So, heart can see Allah, right? And how worthy is He? But the eyes cannot see Him, but the heart can see Him. So, but the point I'm missing, now I had to bring this out to tell you something, and the thing is that Allah, with Allah, you can't get close to Allah in the sense that physically get close to Him. Some Muslims even say that Prophet Muhammad didn't go in body. He went in his imagination, or spiritually he went up. But he was sleeping. And he didn't go physically up anywhere. So now Imam Ali says like that, so as a lay person, not as a philosopher, just bringing out points to show you. And leave those who take their religion as amusement and diversion. Where was I in the Surah Anam? That Prophet Abraham, yeah, their corner falls under. Yes, where's that where Abraham says, "Oh Lord, show me." No, Allah shows. Say, shall we invoke instead of Allah that which neither benefits nor harms? Okay, so Allah has sent things down here, like stars to guide you. Though Abraham said to his father, "Takest thou idols for gods? For I see thee and thy people in manifest error." See, okay. And thus did we show Abraham the realms of the heavens and the earth, that he would be among the certain. How long have you as a Muslim believer, wanting to see this? Don't you want to see this? And the earth, and thus we showed Ibrahim. Allah says, we showed Ibrahim the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. But he couldn't see Allah. So that he would be among the ones who are certain. Right? This is the Creator. He's not seen Allah. How many gods there are or what? He could have had an imagination. How did he see the heavens and the earth? The kingdom of the heavens. The kingdom, malakuta. Malakuta. Kingdom of the heavens and the earth. He's seen the kingdom, not the king. How could he be so sure? Constant certitude. He could be imagining. You know why? Because so when the night covered him with darkness, he saw the star, he said, "This is my Lord." You see? Now he's being confused. Or is he saying this? Reason has come. He's using reason to help his people. But if you say he's using reason to teach his people, but he's the only one who saw this. If there's a man who comes like Muji, Jiddu Krishnamurti, and says, observe if there's an observer or not. Pay attention. Go inside yourself. Or there's no inside. See, what is there? Darkness envelops everything as you close your eyes. Right? Without the imagination, mind, leave that aside, empty yourselves. So when the night covered him, he saw a star. He said, "This is my Lord." Now, after the ayat of this, my goodness, what sequence! Please, it makes me cry. I mean, it makes me very angry. Now, now that I know, because I was in search of Allah. And this is how you're giving me a runaround with the Quran ayats, right? This Allah, yani. Lo, Abraham said to his father, then, and thus did we show Abraham the realm of the heavens and the earth, that he would be among the certain. Now, wouldn't it be nice if Abraham showed you people the truth, this realm, and his father also? Father, sit down, I will show you the realm of the heavens and the earth. Azar. But no. And then after this, what's more crazy, nonsensical, is that he's asking, so when the night covered, he saw a star. He said, this is my Lord. How can it be after that? That the God has shown him the kingdom, power of the laws of the heavens and the earth. He's still searching for his Lord. Who is my Lord? Then this means he only had certitude of the kingdom of the heaven and the earth, but he does not still know who this creator can be. But he started to reason, I shall surely be among those who go astray. But when the moon set, and when he saw the sun rising, and the setting, O my people, indeed I am free from what you associate with Allah. And when he saw the sun rising, he said, this is my Lord, this is greater. But when it set, so can you imagine? Indeed, what did Allah give Abraham? Please tell me. Reason? क्या अकल नहीं थी? लोगों में अकल नहीं थी? There was no अकल, brains, mind in the people. They were senseless. And his people argued with him. He said, do you argue with me concerning Allah while he has guided me? Okay, guided you, Abraham, and I fear not what you associate with him. Unless my Lord should will something, my Lord encompasses all things in knowledge. Then will you not remember? Remember. Will you not remember? See, it doesn't lead you. Remember in what way? You use the mind. No. You're telling them, will you not remember? And you've been shown. Will you not see? May God pray. Where's that? I lost that now. Will you not remember? So this is what happens here. For me, I have set my face firmly and truly towards him, who created the heaven and the earth. Never shall I give partners to Allah. And his people argued with him. He said, take heed. Right? Then will you not remember? Will you not take heed? The word used here is tadhakar, which conveys, sorry, I can't pronounce this properly, conveys the sense that somebody who had been either heedless or negligent of something suddenly wakes up to its true meaning. The purpose of Abraham's statement was to recall them to the senses, or maybe go out of the senses, by reminding them that the true Lord was not uninformed about their deeds, for his knowledge encompasses everything. As if these idol worshippers who are worshipping idols don't know. Why would they be worshipping stones? Stone man तो नहीं है कि they're not stone man, stone age. in the Stone Age, that they're using these stones as tools, tuck, 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 and using them for hunting and this, and cutting trees. Sorry, excuse me. So this is so funny, really. Now, some philosophers might come up, Muslim philosophers, pay it, Mujiba, oh, he's saying meditate on Allah. Meditate. Or, you know, something like that. Bear witness. No, no. I cannot bear witness. Who is the one witnessing? Bearing witness. And who's the one asking? Someone came and asked me something last night. Bapu also. Remember Bapu, you asked me a question. I wonder if Bapu's still here. It's been quite some time. He must be 1 hour. 2 watching. Only 2. Bapu, you remember the question you asked me? Forget all this. See, who ask yourself, who is the one asking? Who is the one asking? Whenever you ask a question, like if I'm, but after the partners, and then what next? Then what shall we do? Who is the one asking? Would that help to lead yourself to that true question? The true one that doesn't, where all questions, where there's silence. Silence doesn't need anything. And then maybe through that silence, where everything, every answer, everything, can we reach that place? Or are we, like what is it? Who is asking? So who is asking? The mind is asking. What's next? Because you see, they say, don't think about the past, which is gone. Future gives you anxiety. But and Muslims say idle mind is a mind of shaitan, shaitan, Satan. So don't keep yourself busy. Busy. That's what they used to say. Work or do something. Don't keep yourself idle. Idle mind is shaitan's mind. Right? Now, and then when sleep comes, then you sleep. Bas. You wake up, you do your namaz, prayers, rituals, this, that. But don't keep your mind idle. Keep moving. Keep busy. Keep yourself busy. You see? So this is it. However, but I can show you that if I can, let's see how I can show you. I can give you recommendations. I learned a lot from Jiddu Krishnamurti's books, reading them, Muji Baba. You see, who is asking? And I learned from my own experience before I reached Jiddu Krishnamurti that there are times that this mind is a culprit. Mind is a culprit. If you let too much thinking, overthinking, it's not good. Sometimes spontaneous doing like an innocent child is better. Instant, like they say, impulsive. You are impulsive. Like when you see a friend, you want to, immediately your arms are wide open. You want to hug the friend. You've seen her after a long time. She's a good, genuine friend. You want to show some affection. You want to embrace the friend. That's like platonic. That's like a pure affection for your friend. So sometimes life has to be childlike, spontaneous. And sometimes you have to be wise and you have to be sensible, you have to use your mind, but not all the time in cases where, you know what I mean. So I'm not able to right now put it in proper words or something that, you reach this place where the mind and the heart, the mind dissolves in the heart, or just something so beautiful. Although the world you will get it from the world. कि पागल है, is she crazy, is she mad, or is she what? There's so much love, like so much love. It's like endless ocean of love for even for one person if you've ever had it. Like it's never enough, it's never enough. Like forever is not enough to give that person that love of yours. Because my love is more than the ocean's water, more than the seas, seven seas, deepest, ocean's water, more taller than the tallest trees, higher than the mountains. My love is so much. But what people couldn't take that, couldn't see. They wanted to, like build a dam. Oh my God, this is like, what is this? What? She loves her teacher like this. So people can't take that love. They can't take it. Sorry, okay, so I am now, and another thing was this image really made me laugh. I can't speak, I am Allah. Draw no image of Allah or you will be killed. And not even Muhammad. If you draw an image, that teacher, she was thrown out, I think, suspended from. So you see, you want to be a Muslim, there's a case where this teacher, I keep forgetting. You see, I should have put draw no image of Muhammad, or else you will be killed. This is what your religion is. True religion. This is your true religion. I mean, what I mean to say is, this is what you have been taught by this false religion. In the name of religion, I will kill you. But you can never give life. Someone imagine criticizes my father, me, right? Now, in this madness, I would be a hypocrite to say, but when I was well, it used to only anger me that why are people like, why don't they, like, why can't they be good people? I wanted, that was my weakness. But just because someone said a bad word to me or said, your father is like this and your mother is insane and I'm going, I did say something back to them, but then I regretted it. I was like, keep quiet. What difference? So I didn't go hitting them. You see? You are saying to my mother that she's mad and all this. तुम्हारी माँ तो पागल है. तुम्हारे बाप ने शादी कर लिया है उधर सिंगापुर में आगे. You see, I didn't go hitting them or things like that, killing them. Neither did I do it in a, back doorway. I just don't have time for such people. Okay? तो अगर आपके मोहम्मद साहब का पिक्चर बनाते हैं तो आप उन्हें फाइन कर सकते हैं अगर आपका लेकिन आपने तो मोहम्मद का पिक्चर भी नहीं देखा है। तो आइडल वर्शिपर्स को छोड़ें कि अपने खुदा को जैसे वो शक्ल में बनाते हैं बनाएं, बिकॉज आपके कुरान में है कि वी डिज़ायर द फेस ऑफ अल्लाह, राइट। इतनी सारी चीज़ें हैं, इट्स इन योर कुरान, वी डिज़ायर द फेस ऑफ अल्लाह, कुरान आयत है। एंड यू वोंट गेट द फेस ऑफ अल्लाह बिकॉज अल्लाह इज़ गोइंग टू टर्न हिज फेस अवे फ्रॉम यू। आले इमरान में आयत है। तो ये कभी, आई थिंक सम आयट्स हैव कम फ्रॉम पॉलिथिस। Allah will turn his face away from you. Whoever turns back among you from his religion, then soon will Allah bring humble. No. It's in turn your face. There will be the face of Allah, east or west. No, it's in Ali Imran. I think most probably there. No, I can't find it. Don't know. What was that on? Allah will turn his face away from you. Allah will turn his face away from you on Judgment Day. What is the reminder? If you are afraid still, but because you see Surah Taha ayat, but whoever turns away from my reminder, this is the reminder, right? But can this show you Allah as a witness even? Can you see this is the truth? Have you really seen it? Have you really seen it? Can you say, this is the truth? Seeing it, seeing Allah, like He showed Abraham, okay, has He shown you the kingdom? And have you forgotten? Or as Muslim, Mu'mineen, have you seen it? There was a person who had seen afterlife, death after life. Oh God, and they made a movie on that. Yeah, they've made a, God knows what the movie's name is. But I think I didn't see it or something. No, I didn't buy it from Kharadar or somewhere. So it was a Shia, the journey. Oh God. So what, where you get spiritual journey after death. Horrifying. Grave punishments and all. Punishments in the grave. Then after you get stuck if you miss your prayers. I don't know for how many years I will get, things like that. So it's fear that, so please don't spread your fear around, right? Spread the love of God. Spread the mercy of God. Let the people worship God the way they want to worship God. And it may seem silly or bad to you. They're clapping and you're very dignified manner, you feel. The judgment is still there in your Maybe God might come as a dog. You never know. And maybe God might love the person who's dancing for him. Because you see, you've been indoctrinated so much with this dignity of person. Keep your self-esteem so that people don't put you down and all this. Anyhow, this is also debatable. Self-esteem is, they say, with a mother also, a child has to keep their self-esteem. That's what my therapist was saying, but I may disagree with her. I would go down to the feet of my mother, or to my teacher. I would go down. So I I didn't have no any self-esteem or anything for my teacher, with my teacher. Okay, so this is it. It's been more than an hour. Any more questions, or are you still? Do you want to spread your this false religion and keep harassing people? Keep, or being fearful for them? Because this God didn't say that I'm here and I love you and I'm waiting for you to come to me. Not by, if you don't believe in me, I will bring the wrath on you. And La Sharika Allah with me. And my voice doesn't reach you. And if you, no, and if you don't believe in this, before we, in my sovereignty, I deface your face. You are mujrimeen, you are disbelievers, you are worse creatures. Right? No. Okay, there's Shiva, there's this witness, there's everything. But this Shiva, this witness came down as a man to Bharat. Amazing, huh? Amazing. People could touch him. I want to touch my God. You may think it's shirk, you may start stoning me, or God knows, come after me, that she's doing shirk and she will be in the fire of hell, because it's unforgivable in your case. But my God says, have fun, enjoy yourself. Look, Zara, life, I'm with you, I love you. When love is on our side, what can be wrong and what can be right? Right? And God above us. So let the people worship what they want to worship. But this religion won't allow you, won't allow them, won't allow you to be at peace with yourself. Instead, you go and you say this, don't even criticize these ayats, don't make pictures of Prophet Muhammad, keep the women in some of you Muslims, you're not united. There are many schools of thought. And please, keep your stubbornness to yourself, because you're stubborn, you're strict. I read Shakti Guain's book. What would you say? Shaitan came to her? This is like, if we Alibet say, if you don't believe in us, you won't go to the true one God. The Sunnis say something else. My goodness. Shakti Guain. We can't even have these. Okay, why can't we? I'm asking, why can't we have this? Go find your truth yourself. Maybe you see God in one flower. If you see God in one flower, that makes you a mujrim, that you will be in the fire of hell. Leave us alone. Right? I'd enough. Please, leave me alone. I have to come here every time because thoughts coming from here and there. You just want to win by hook or by crook. Islam is a true religion. I should rethink. I should come back. That's your ego. That's your shaitan. Then you have no fear of God. It's not your true God. It's not that God. Why can't God change himself? Why can't God become a man, become an animal? Right? You just worship that powerful God whom you can't see, no one can touch anything. Here, human beings are being hurt. They get diseases and all. Some say it's karma, some say it's our sins, some say it's the forefathers' sins, and some say God knows why cancer to the children, why this. Oh, maybe God knows parents' sins. Allah Rahm Kare. May Allah have mercy. Allah Kareem. Allah Rahm. Jazakallah. This Allah, that Allah. What this? Huh? What is this? One prayer. Oh Lord, please help me. I need your help. So, stop imposing this terrible, rigid, extremely rigid religion that does not accept these kind of creative visualizations and other forms of worship to Allah and spirituality. And now you'll say, oh, you were some time back saying, yeah, this new age. Yes, I don't believe in these Americans. You have to discipline yourself. Because if you can, there could be a false spiritual person who just for the name and fame and all this. We have people like that. And the biggest one, biggest false prophet who was doing it for the name, fame, and power. Or I will just directly show you how your translators have mistranslated this. I mean, Rob Christian could have shown this ayat to tell you that you Muslims, emotional damage to the Sunni Muslims. Shias will be laughing at you people. I'm sorry, no, they don't laugh. They're very dignified. They're very good people. Shias, like, most of them. So, but you know how much you've told them that they worship Prophet Muhammad? Glorify Allah morning and evening. No, no, no. Who can give me the true translation of this? In order that you, O man, may believe in Allah and His Messenger, that you may assist and honor Him and celebrate His praise morning and evening. If you miss you would not miss the capital H in Him, the last hymn. Wait. All His Messenger. Acha. This, in order that you may, O men, may believe in Allah and His Messenger, then there's a comma here, Yusuf Ali. His Messenger, that you may assist and honor him, meaning Allah or his messenger, and celebrate his praise morning and evening. Now, how confused? You should be confused. Because this verse, however you may come, does not say, because if it had said, so you believers may have faith in his messenger, faith in Allah, support and honor his messenger, and glorify Allah morning and evening. You see, so that you may have faith in Iman. What's this? That you may believe.
لتؤمنوا
That you may believe in Allah and his messenger, support and honor his messenger, and glorify Allah morning and evening. Why couldn't it be like this? It's not like this. It's Allah first, then his messenger, support and honor him, his messenger, and then him. It doesn't say in the ayat. Respect him, glorify him, morning and evening. Does it say Allah? Wattu sabihuhu. It doesn't say sabi lillah, sabilallah. It says glorify him. And after Allah his messenger is put. Here it means his messenger, Rob Christian is right, and the Shias have won. Right? No. Even the Shias have not won about here, but here the Shias, it doesn't say glorify Allah's. It says glorify him morning and evening, meaning his messenger. Okay, maybe it doesn't say sabi. Okay, maybe somewhere else it says glorify Allah in this way, but here it means the messenger, his messenger. And don't lie. Right? For me, liars, it's a biggest crime, biggest crime. Right? Don't kill me with your lies. But you see, I can't take action. What do? Bear patiently the bitter years. Hafiz. So sabr. Okay, yes, I get angry and all this. I get very upset, but very hurt. Okay, I haven't put my mic, so hope the sound is coming. Okay, so now I have to go. I think it's... What else do I have? Because no one is going to come here. I had a very bad time with Kalthofer. I thought he was maybe, just something triggered in me, that he was a sympathizer of Shias or something. Or so. But that got me very badly. And so I don't have anyone as a helper here. I have to share my things. I get very tired. I can't. But still, I'm not. I know hardly anyone. They'll say that she's using her this thing, her case and her condition. And no, I don't want sympathies from you. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. Not that you come to me. I don't need you, right? I may need someone. I don't need dishonest people and liars like Abraham. I just, so I need to do this for the truth and truth, justice. If I can save someone out there for that reason, and myself along with this, every day it is a self help and it is help for the Muslims. Whoever wants this help, I invite you to come here and be honest. Once you see something is false, what do? You leave it, right? But you know why you fail to see it? Maybe emotional thing or so much love for Imam Hussein or Prophet Muhammad. So, or maybe indoctrination for many years. Habit. Like I can't leave a certain habit. Oh, my tea has. Oh, it's finished. Okay. So, all this, right? So, it's out of habit, it's addiction, and yeah, I have to understand. It's an addiction. Because I've, I think, exhausted a lot of with the reason and proof from Quran ayats. I've exhausted a lot of it. The proofs I've given now. So, so if you want to show, I saw a lady in one of the GKD with the GKD hashtag. Yeah, wearing completely like covered and all this. Please, it's these Hindus, they do this. I don't know why. One Hindu lady was doing that. It's okay, but they, why you want to go backward in that thing? Even Hindus doing this. Really, oh goodness, she's covered her face. Okay, but I don't know where this thing comes from. Hindu lady covering her face. My goodness, you're going backward in time. Why are you doing this to yourselves? Covering yourself. Face, everything covered. Hindu lady. She's giving that laddu, what do you call it? It's, prasad. You see why Hindu ladies cover themselves? Why do Hindus cover themselves? Ladies, some married Hindu ladies cover themselves. When even His Highness Aga Khan, up to date, Hindu ladies cover their faces? Now you'll say, where does bathroom and wash this come from? Gungat. Or is a head covering or headscarf worn merrily in the Indian subcontinent by some married Hindu, Jain, and Sikh women. Sikh women, excuse me, to cover their heads and often their faces. Gungat. अब घूंघट में क्यों है? Has been practiced. Today, facial veiling by Hindu women as part of everyday attire is now mostly limited to the Hindu belt. I would make it haram on the Hindus. If I was Radharani, in the post-Gupta period, okay, bride. Why does bride have to wear this gungat and all this? Anyways, I would make it. I'm like His Highness. In this way, I'm like His Highness Aga Khan the Third. On Parda. Any Arab Muslims here? I would make it haram on Hindus. Even this gungat. It seems that Nizari Ismailis abolished the veil and hijab in the 12th century. Imam Sultan, no, 12th, what? Can't be. Was Imam Sultan. Who was he? It's long before the 3rd, 10th century. What? The veil was not common in the Muslim empire until late in the 10th century. Oh. I appeal to you not to plunge people into whimsical matters, denying women human values. From now on, do not hide and cover women. Educate them. Do not pressurize them. And do not marry except one wife, the same as I have only one. Imam Hassan ala dhikhrihi al-salam. But then I think Imam Sultan had 2 wives. Okay, but still, it's about the veil, and I'm like this. I have always sought to encourage the emancipation and education of women. Abolished it. Nowadays, you will never find an Ismaili woman wearing the veil. When did Radharani, which goddess, Hindu goddess, which Hindu goddess covered herself? Tell me. What is the reason? Gungat or Parda was not a part of Indian culture. It is imbibed in Rajputs from the Muslim invaders for protection of women. And please look at this. This is Quora. I don't know who has written it. Sorry, I'm not going to go inside Quora. I also think that the Muslim, you see, Please get out of this. Terrible. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Bapuji, for being here. I have to go now. And I don't. Thank you for the likes. Don't see any here. But here I see 5 likes. I'm much grateful that you have come here and listened to me. Thank you so much.